How am I going to start this? I could cry out of excitement right now. I'm good. I'm just tearing up, you know.
You really make me wanna fly.
Alright, hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I have something very exciting for you guys, or at least it's very exciting for me because I am starting a new series, I guess, which I have planned for such a long time, and I guess that was also the main reason for me starting this channel. So my sister and I are finally going to Canada, and I cannot wait to start this adventure. I feel like I should maybe explain a little bit more about the whole situation. Let's start with a short little story, shall we? So basically, my sister and I have been planning to do a gap year in Canada for years and years and years, literally. All of our friends know this, but we've been talking about this at least for like 4 to 5 years. And we have been actively like planning and doing things for it for about like 1.5 years now. We started applying for the working holiday visa about like a year ago. No, actually, I mean, it was in like December last year. Things were working out great up until March when this happened. So obviously everything we had been working for and had been planning got cancelled. And I know that people had it way worse, but for us this was kind of a big thing because, again, we had been planning this for so long and we had been working for it as well. And knowing that it's not gonna happen, something you dreamed of so many years, which is hard for us. And again, there are worse situations that you could be in. So at that point, borders got closed and it seemed like there was no way for us to go through with our initial plan. Our flights got cancelled. So many flight cancellations. It was crazy. And our Airbnb got cancelled. We booked new ones. It got cancelled again. We really tried to just still do it. But obviously, since the borders were closed, there was no way of getting into Canada. And I know everything had a reason. Like, I'm not saying anything against that. I feel like that was the right decision, and obviously it worked. I mean, things got better, but thank God a few months in they changed the regulations and now it's possible to go because we are eligible to get the working holiday visa and because we have the POE, like the letter of introduction, and with that we can basically enter Canada right now. I only have to have the POE letter and a job offer, which thank God we have. So we are going to Canada finally. It still feels so unreal because we have been planning this for so long and this was just such a long and stressful journey that for me it feels super unreal that it's finally happening. And be aware, I'm filming this video on, what's the day? What's the day? I literally don't even know the date. On the 28th of October, thinking I'm going to go to Montreal in less than a week. So on the 3rd of November, which I hope will happen. But the thing is, at the moment, nothing is like certain. So, and I'm so scared to get my hopes up and then be disappointed again. We'll see. At the moment, we are flying to Montreal in less than a week. So I thought I would have to do a little preparing video showing you guys everything we had to do to get to this point, basically, to be able to go and work and travel in Canada for 1 year. Of course, due to the situation we're in, things are different at the moment, so I don't think it is possible to get the working holiday visa for Canada right now. And I'm so sorry about that for everyone who wasn't able to get it in time, but I thought that I would still show you guys what we have been doing to prepare ourselves for this adventure, I guess. There are so many blog posts and YouTube videos about everything you have to do and have to prepare, and I just feel like it's so much, and I was just overwhelmed with all the information about everything. But I found myself always going back to the Moving to Canada website, which is basically a page where you can find every information you need about moving to Canada. I am probably going to put like the link somewhere, or maybe even in the description below. They just recently launched a new program called Moving to Canada to Go, and in that you have the possibility to like create an account and tell them when you're moving and where you're moving, and then they basically provide you with a checklist, a to-do list with everything you need to get done and prepare and think of before moving. And that is what I have been using and what we have been using. And of course I have been doing my own checklist in my journal, but I feel like they're not the prettiest, and also that's kind of personal. So I'm just going to show you the main to-dos you have to think of when doing this. Alright, let's get started with the first and most important aspect, I feel like, and that is getting your visa. And as I said, I know it's not possible right now, but I feel like it will be possible again, at least next year. There's a page online, I think it's the canada.ca page, like the official government page where you can apply. You have to do lots of paperwork. It honestly takes up some time, but in the end, obviously, it's worth it. I think for us, we applied and then we got the okay that our application was just fine in like maybe a few days after. It didn't take too long. And then we waited basically. We applied in December, and I think the first round where people got their POE letter was in the end of January, I feel like. That's like 2 months of waiting, but we were lucky to get ours so early because some people just wait like half a year and don't get anything back. I was so happy. I literally cried when I got the email. So that's that. After getting the POE letter, which basically allows you to get the visa at the border, we took care of some details, some little things that were easy to do. For example, we both wrote ourselves a Canadian CV because these things look different in every country. And then we took care of our LinkedIn profile and just stuff like that. And then we requested our driving record. We requested the international driving license and work references. Another thing you would have to think about is all your subscriptions, for example, your phone plan or your gym membership. We organized our accommodation. We booked an Airbnb, but that's something very, very important, especially right now, because right now you have to quarantine for 2 weeks as soon as you enter Canada. So right now we have an Airbnb booked for 2.5 weeks, so that way we can quarantine for 2 weeks in this Airbnb. And then after that, we still have some time to explore the city before we go off to our job, which I'm going to talk about later. So yeah, that's one of the most important things. Go and book yourself an Airbnb or a hostel, whatever you feel like is the best for you. Book your flights. Yesterday, we booked our new flights from Hanover to Frankfurt and from Frankfurt to Montreal. So now our new flights are with Lufthansa and Air Canada, which used to be such expensive airlines, but now they're, first of all, the only ones flying, and second of all, not too expensive. I think for a flight now, we paid like 350 euros. And after booking your flights, one thing that is so important is your insurance. And there are lots and lots of options, so many options. I'm just going to tell you guys which one we chose, which was the Education 60 by Hanse Merkur, which is a German insurance company. The one we took was very inexpensive, which means that, full transparency here, we paid about 750 euros for 2 people for 9 months of traveling in Canada. So what do you do after you've booked your flight? You have your insurance, you have your accommodation, you have everything. There's still stuff you need to get done, at least now, since you can only enter Canada with a job offer. You can either have a job offer by a company, or you do what my sister and I decided to do, and that is Workaway. I know this is a topic of discussion if you're okay going with a Workaway offer, but we have heard of lots of people who had no problem going with a Workaway offer, so that's what we're doing right now. Since in the situation we're in right now, it's really hard to get like a normal job in a city, we decided to go with Workaway, where we will be staying at a hobby farm in Montreal, and we'll be responsible for taking care of the animals and for some day-to-day tasks. And for that, we will get to live there basically, so we won't have to pay for sleeping somewhere and for food and stuff. So for us, that's the best thing that could have happened to us, and our hosts were so kind and directly wrote us the job offer. And then obviously you have to write a quarantine plan saying that my sister and I are going to staying at an Airbnb with the address and stuff like that on it as well. And then how long we're going to stay there, how we're going to get like food. I just wrote by grocery delivery. And then how we're going to get to the Airbnb, which is by Uber or taxi or something like that. So you need to have this as well. Obviously it wasn't like that before, but now that's something very important. And yeah, that's one of the last things I feel like you need to take care of. And other than that, you just have to pack your bags and leave. One important thing though is make sure to pack all your documents into like one document folder, being your POE letter, proof of insurance, proof of funds, which is something I have not talked about, but you need to have proof of funds, which is basically just a document saying that you have at least 2,500 Canadian dollars in your bank account. And then you need your passport, obviously, your job offer letter. Without these documents, there's no going to Canada, especially since the situation is obviously getting worse again. Unfortunately, it's really, really sad, but this time we determined to make it through, I guess. So yeah, I'm very excited for all the videos to come, which I guess will be packing and just moving, since it's literally less than a week from today. And I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to go on this journey with us. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know again it's a sit down video, but this will change. Matter of fact, the next one will be probably packing or even moving. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it so much. If you're just as excited as I am for all the videos to come and all the adventures to come, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and maybe even like this video. I would appreciate it. And I guess I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night.